Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So we have a lot of new teams for the King Croaker boss, so definitely you're probably going to be able to find something here to get you a new top score. We're going to lead it off with a free-to-play friendly team, just using Thorin, Twins, no other Celestial Hypogean. Blue Twin on the right, Pink Twin on the left, you have Smokey, Gala on the Stellar Bond, Thorin in front of Smokey, Hugin in front of Gala, with the Resonating Spell. As for the Charm, Sorcery on the Twins, Blast onto Galahad, Recovering onto Smokey, Mystic onto Hugin, and then also Blast Charms onto Thorin. Now for Hugin, you can also try the Blast Charms onto Hugin. People were just really running it with Mystic Charms of Hugin, so that's why I'm sticking to that. However, you can give that a try as well. There's not enough testing in these early days to know which is actually better. And then Thorin, Blast Charms generally are best for him, but like even if you don't have the essence to craft it, it's fine. It won't make a big difference. Even Red Charms with Thorin are perfectly fine. Otherwise, you can run Bearer Charms as well, as some people are running for like PvP oriented. But Blast Charms, usually when you talk about previous seasons, those do provide a slight damage boost, because then Thorin himself deals a bit more damage, but it's very negligible. It doesn't make a big difference. So 35 seconds left. We're closing in on 300 billion damage. Now, the top scores of today are 480 around, 470 to 480 billion damage to put things into perspective. But as a free-to-play team, even if it can hit 360, 350 plus billion damage, that's still a really good performance. 4 seconds left. Whoa, 370 billion damage. 377 billion damage from a free-to-play team lineup with Thorin on the Blast Charms. And again, you can try the Hugin, you can try him with Blast Charms as well, basically whichever set you have. Both should be good. It's just that, like I said, people have just been testing Mystic Charms more in these earlier teams, and so that's why I'm locking that in. Okay, now we have a team from Frosty. This is working at 1 copy of Talene. Even if your Talene is at 1 copy, you can run this team, and you can have the Healer Charms onto Talene. These are the recommended charms for her. It allows her to revive more frequently, to take the insta-kills. And Blue Turn on the right, Pink Turn on the left, Talene and Gala on the Stellar Bond, Smokey up front, and No-Baelran behind the Talene. With the Resonating Spell, we have Insight onto No-Baelran, Healer onto Talene, Sorcerer on the Twins, Blast onto Galahad, Recovering onto the Smokey with the Resonating Spell. So let's go ahead and see what type of score we can get with this team. Should be good. 434 billion damage, which is actually really good, but that's because we do have Talene fully built, but it works even at 1 copy of Talene, so keep that in mind. You're still going to be able to do very well even at 1 copy of Talene. Okay, well, we have some other more free-to-play or budget-friendly teams, so don't worry. We have a team from Halim's. This is a Shmir Aliceth combo team. If you have Aliceth built, and this is a good team option you can try. Blue Turn on the right, Pink Turn on the left, Shmir Aliceth on the Stellar Bond, Thorin in front of Shmir and Galahad in the back right, with the Resonating Spell. Now, this one has RNG to it. You'll have to do multiple runs to get your top score, and try to boost the resonating level of your Shmira, Aliceth, and Galahad if you can. You want to have Blast Charms onto Galahad, Shmira, Butcher Charms, Sorcery on the Twins, Arcane onto Aliceth, and then Blast onto Thorin if you can, but again, Thorin Charms don't really make much of a difference. So let's see, hopefully we can hit a good RNG run on our first attempt. 400 billion, yeah, that's pretty good RNG. Basically, if you're hitting in the 380 billion plus or 390 billion, then that means you got pretty good RNG. So there you go for a Shmira Aliceth combo team. Okay, now we have a solo contest team. So if you only have contest, you don't have the other Celestial Hypogeans built, of course, apart from the Twins. Pink Turn on the right, Blue Turn on the left, Shmira, Galahad on the Stellar Bond, Thorin in front of Shmira, contest behind Galahad with the Resonating Spell. We have Arcane Charms onto contest, Butcher onto Shmira, Sorcery on the Twins, Blast onto Galahad, and then Blast onto Thorin. But again, Thorin Charms do not make a big difference. You can run different charm set if you need to. So let's see what we can get here. Okay, actually a new record. I wasn't actually expecting that. So solo contest, 436 billion damage. So it's even outperforming the solo No-Baelran team, which is good. That's good for contest, basically, because No-Baelran's actually really dominating this boss. For some reason, No-Baelran is in the top teams of today for the King Croaker boss, which is good for the No-Baelran players out there. Okay, next up we have a team from Becky. this will work at one copy of Saida. So even if your copy is one, your Saida is one copy, she will work for a number of teams today. Pink turn on the right, blue turn on the left, Smokey, Galahad on the Stellar Bond, Hugin in front of Galahad, Saida in front of Smokey. We have Sorcery Charms on the Twins, Blast onto Galahad, Recovering on Smokey. We're running Mystic onto Hugin because that's what's being tested here, but you can also give Blast a try and then Blast onto Saida with the Resonating Spell. So this one probably not going to get a new record, but should be over, definitely over 400 billion damage, 426 billion damage, which is very solid, and it can work at one copy of Saida as well. So this is an overall really good team, and overall not to pay to win because only one copy Saida is working there. Okay, now next up we have a team from Frosty with a green Talene. This is also working with one copy of Talene. So if you have one copy of Talene, again, a pretty free-to-play friendly team, you want to have the healer charms on Talene, which are the green charms. That's why we label like green. Pink turn on the right, blue turn on the left, Smokey, and you have Gala on the Stellar Bond, Hugin in front of Gala, Talene in front of Smokey with the Resonating Spell. Now, Sorcery Charms on the Twins, Blast onto Galahad, Recovering onto Smokey, Mystic onto Hugin, and then Healing onto Talene. Now again, you can try the Blast Charms onto Hugin. I don't know exactly which one is better, but like I said, Mystic has been tested on these team comps, and so that is why we're going with that. 424 billion damage, which is a good overall score, and it can work at one copy of Talene as well, and the rest of the team is pretty free-to-play friendly, so this is a good option definitely for you to consider. Okay, next up, we have a team from Aimer that is working at one copy of Saida. So if your Saida is at one copy, you can run this team. Blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left, Gala and Aliceth on the Stellar Bond, Saida in front of Galahad, Baelran behind Aliceth. With the Resonating Spell, we have the Insight Charms onto Baelran, Blast onto Galahad, Sorcery on the Twins, Arcane onto Aliceth, and then Blast onto Saida. I can work at one copy of Saida, like we said, that's really important. And this one's doing actually really well. Honestly, all things considered, it is going to be a new record, 440 billion damage. It's a no-contest team, one copy Saida workable, and that is overall doing well for people, so that's a good thing to consider. Okay, we have now just a couple of teams left. We have a VN team from the VN server. This is working at one copy of Talene. There's a Contess and Aliceth combo team. Talene in front of Pink Twin on the right, Blue Twin on the left, Gala on the Stellar Bond. Contess behind Pink Twin, Aliceth behind Galahad with the Resonating Spell. Now we're going to have Arcane onto Aliceth, Arcane onto Contess, Sorcery on the Twins, Blast onto Galahad, and then the healer Charms onto Talene. The green charms can work at one copy of Talene, so this is overall going to be a good team option for you. I think it might even set a new record for us. This is getting, at least on the VN server, getting pretty good scores. It is going to be a new record here as well. Whoa! 478 billion damage? That's actually crazy. So Contest Aliceth is doing really well. And this is workable at one copy of Talene as well. So that is really good. Next up, we have a team, one copy Saida Team. So one copy Saida, Aliceth Contest combo. So this is an option if you have one copy or higher of Saida with the Arcane Wild Spell. Blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left, Gala, Aliceth on the Stellar Bond. Contest in front of Galahad, Saida right up front. We're going to have Arcane onto Aliceth, Sorcery on the Twins, Arcane on Contest, Blast on Galahad, and Blast onto Saida. Arcane Wild Spell. Okay, let's see what we can make happen with this team over here. 466 billion, which is still good. However, the other Aliceth Contest team we showed before this does seem to be a better choice. But, I mean, you can give both a try. Like, I mean, yeah, the Talene one does seem probably better. Okay, now, this was the top team of today. Mars GMB shared it with me. Pink turn on the right, blue turn on the left, Contest Gala on the Stellar Bond, Saida in front of Contest, Baelran in the back left with the Resonating Spell. We have Blast Charms onto Galahad, Arcane onto Contest, Insight onto Baelran, Sorcery on the Twins, and then Blast Charms onto the Saida. This is going to be one of the top teams, if not the actual top team of today. Let's see what we're going to do. Wait a second. So, I guess it is this team. 496 billion damage. Is this also the team that my guildmate used to hit 497 billion? Okay, guys, we did manage to hit the RNG. We even got 498 billion damage with Mars GMB's team. So, this is the top team of today. Mars GMB's team. If you have these heroes built. If you have low copy Saida, I don't know if it works because people haven't tested it yet. You can give it a try. But if you have Saida built and you're a whale, then this is the team to run. 498.9 billion damage. We're almost even got 499 billion damage, which would have been crazy. Yeah, there's a decent amount of RNG on this top team. So anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you're able to get a top score running one of the teams today. If there's any other team that is working for you, you can feel free to share that in the comment section. You can just copy and paste your formation ID into the comments. Other people can try it out, and that is always appreciated. But thank you guys all so much for watching, and if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video and a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.